What's good, y'all? That nigga ain't got me in no damn wheelchair. TM Rico. I don't know. It might be somebody new. I ain't never seen. But what's up, Ollie and Demarcus support? Brown for the glass. Yeah, I know it's just, but I had to, had to do something for. I had a whole video. That's what's crazy. I had a whole video for this shit, right? And then when I was getting ready to like do the editing for it, I noticed that it wasn't no damn sound. Like, what the fuck is going on? Why they ain't saying that? I thought it was something over my, like maybe my volume was down or something like that. Then I saw that it wasn't. I'm like, fuck, bro. Audio went on the whole time. So I was like, fuck it. I'm not doing that video over because the whole process probably took me like 40 or more minutes to make. I'm like, bro, I'm not doing that shit over. I'm just gonna do that shit live. So apologies for this late like live like this, but hey, is what it is. Okay. All right, Chicago. Imagine if Amari Hogwood, aka James Ghost St. Patrick, would have appeared on Force on his birthday if there was no break. It would have been a first in power. DeMarcus, I definitely thought about that. I thought about that why I was making this video here that didn't have no fucking sound, which is crazy. But yeah, I was like, yeah, it would have aired on his birthday um if it wasn't no break. I feel like damn near a lot of at least the loyal crew always be up late like this, so it really don't even matter. God damn, I be up like a motherfucker. You know who else I figured out be up like hell, y'all? Motherfucking Power Universe. Mr. Power Universe, that nigga be always up. Every time I be up doing something like editing or working on something, his chat be going off and like this motherfucker be up. Shout out to my sons though. We got another win today over the damn Knicks. It's a pretty good game. I'm about to get ready to go ahead and start in the next minute too. I knew it wouldn't happen, but I was hoping Stars would make a mistake and we'll get the episode early. I thought JP and Jannard had some good. What the fuck is this nigga talking about? Yeah, Mary J. Birthday is on the 11th. I knew that. So, anyways, though, let's go ahead and dive into this first topic, people, the ghost connection. So basically, the video that I had prepared that ended up turning out to not have any freaking audio. I was going to be covering a character that, in my opinion, is very mysterious and like, bro, I don't think it's just a coincidence. I could, like I told y'all then, I could be tripping, but I'm gonna say, I just noticed this shit is up here too. But I'm gonna say it's something up with her, and it's gonna, and I think she might be part of the big reveal when next Friday's episode airs. Like, I could be totally wrong, though. Could be. I gotta get rid of some of this shit. I put that stuff in the wrong slide again. Where's this shit at? Take it off. All right, so the person is whack because I supposed to have this already here, but I'm bullshit, y'all will get over it. Damn, where the hell that little hoochie at? Anyways, the person here, y'all can see her in the thumbnail. Y'all knew who I was talking about here. But definitely, it's definitely none other than Katrina Delgado, people. Stop hating on them Suns now. That's why the bomb ass Lakers lost. I'm not gonna dive too deep on it. If I do, it'll be the last. I'll do it at the end. But anyways, so this young lady, Katrina Delgado, is definitely something up with her. But first, before I even dive into that, I want to address something else, people. I want to address the fact, like, I know everybody assumed, including myself, and I'm not even saying that I'm going against this, but everybody assumed that, the phone call when Tommy here said, "I'm gonna call in a favor," that call was made to Tariq, right? But what if, like certain people have said, that call was made to your boy Ghost, and they just made it seem like the person that he's referring to is Tariq? What if is a possibility that Tariq is already there during the time he said, I'm gonna call in a favor. And then the actual person is none other than James St. Patrick. What if I told you ugly ass niggas that Tommy all this time had access to Ghost, but he just never used it because Ghost told him not to use it unless he basically had to. You know, like his back is totally against the wall, and like this is for emergency purposes only. Now, ugly ass niggas would probably wonder when could he have possibly told him that, right? And the answer to that is actually quite simple. The answer to when he could have told him this is right here. It could have been in this letter. Like, we get it that he gave him back his Mustang, but y'all really believe that Mustang was the only information that was in that envelope? It could have been some more information that he just didn't share. So here's the thing. Now, ugly ass niggas would love to say, oh, it gotta be Tariq. Tariq is the one who's doing. That's why 50 Cent shared this photo right here. I'm well aware of this card here. I seen it when 50 Cent first put it out there, ugly ass niggas. I know all about this. But what I'm telling y'all, another thing is 50 Cent, this isn't the first time that he has done something like this. Like, he'll share something like that to mislead the people, when in actuality he knows there's something else, that's coming up that's even bigger. Exhibit A. Destroy my son. You remember this? 50 Cent released this clip here when everybody, once we got the leak during the Who Shot Ghost saga, right? During the Who Shot Ghost saga, episode 15 was leaked before it's supposed to came out. Y'all remember that? For those of y'all that are hardcore OG Power fans and was watching during the time where that was out, this was leaked. They leaked it with Tariq shooting Ghosts, right? So to counter that, remember, Courtney Kemp had already said that they filmed it with multiple different endings. So 50 Cent shared on his Instagram this clip right here to try to mislead the people to believe, hey, it could be Tasha, so that people would still tune in to see who it was, right? Because a lot of people had already seen the Tariq leak and assumed, okay, it was Tariq. He didn't want that to damage his ratings, so they went ahead and dropped this clip here. And they're pretty much doing the same thing when it comes to this situation with Tommy, you know, at the end of this trailer. And he's saying, I'm going to call in a favor, right? Now, we, the hardcore fans, right, already knew that Tariq's supposed to be making a trip. So we automatically assumed he's talking about Tariq, right? But also, like I said, that's the reason why they got rid of this clip at the end, because they knew they was going to do this. They were planning it ahead of time. So, like I said, this here could be another version of him trying to throw you off to believe it's him, and it could turn out to be Ghost. Now, if I had to bet on it, I probably would say it was Tariq, but I'm just saying it, ass niggas. You just never know. So, now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive a little bit more in on this girl, Katrina Delgado. So, Miss Katrina Delgado just so happened to just appear, first and foremost, she appeared out of nowhere. Because if you can remember, I don't know this lady's name, but I'm sure DeMarcus is going to tell me. This motherfucker right here, the chubby chick, she was here long before Katrina was. And she's been here since season 1. And she was also here the first 5 episodes of, of this season. Then, after, episode 6, she disappeared and we haven't seen her since. So, when she came, she was replaced by none other than Miss Katrina Delgado. Now, most of us didn't think nothing of it because, it really wasn't a big deal, right? But what if I told you it was a glass, niggas? Because I think most people wasn't paying attention to most of the moves that she was making, the things she was saying, and the reactions she had when she was doing certain things. So I'm going to actually share a quick clip of her first interaction with the team once she was here.
What about Tommy Egan? This feels like it has his fingerprints on it. We should bring him in.
Delgado's right. Seconded.
No, this isn't Egan. That rat was a message. This is a cartel hit. One of Ortega's goons shut her up.
It's fucking bullshit. Egan already tried to kill her.
So, what I wanted y'all to peep is, so the first thing she did once she was here, she introduced to say, what about Tommy Egan? It seems his fingerprints is all over things, right? And I believe, now this is just me speculating. Obviously, I have, as of now, no proof of this. But I believe that she was fishing during that time when she asked about Tommy. She brought his name up to try and find out who is his potential enemies. Because I believe she is absolutely working for someone higher up that is invested in protecting Tommy. Because if you pay attention to all of her moves, it aligns with protecting Tommy. And I'm going to show you guys all of this as we go. But pay attention to her reaction once Bill agrees with her and then Stacy shuts it down. And then, pay attention to her reactions.
Isn't Egan. That rat was a message. This is a cartel hit. One of Ortega's goons shut her up.
It's fucking bullshit. Egan already tried to kill her.
So once Bill was like, that's fucking bullshit, she looked over at him like, hold on, what your little glass up to? She knew then, okay, Bill is working for somebody. He ugly as hell. That's one of the people that I need to be watching. Later on, she's going to find out, obviously after Stacy is gone, that another major threat is going to turn out to be Bobby. And also, another thing that I want to point out, which is crazy, is not just a coincidence that she so happens, Miss Katrina so happens to pop up the next episode right after this scene here. It's just crazy.
This blows up your career. Poof. But this keeps you safe. And it makes you mad. Good decision. Now you work for me.
So, this is from episode 5 when Tommy first flipped Stacy, right? And Katrina showed up episode 6. I don't think it's a coincidence. She so happened to replace the chubby chick, and then now she's there. Then, shortly after that, it gets worse. Shortly after that, if you can remember, Tommy later on met with Stacy, and he told her that he got somebody for her to arrest for the murder of Claudia Flynn, right? And of course, they ended up doing a search warrant on none other than what's the Ortega guy's name? The son. Anyways, Roberto Ortega's uncle son, right? They ended up arresting him for it.
Check the fireplace. Check the fridge and check the stove. Check everywhere. Look through everything. We got him.
Now, ugly ass niggas can say I'm reaching here, but I think Katrina, it's just crazy how she is the one that went straight to the damn kitchen and went to the damn fridge to get the gun. Almost as if she knew exactly where it was at. Like she had some kind of inside information on where it would be. Could Stacy have told her? Perhaps. Maybe Stacy was in on Katrina's part in what she's playing to get this to basically protect Tommy and or whatnot too. But look at her face once she captures the gun.
We got him.
Now that's very faint. Glass niggas probably saying I'm reaching. It's all good, glass niggas. I got some more information for y'all, little glass. We're gonna make a believer out of glass niggas today. So not only that, she's so happy, this is crazy to me. She so happens to be investigating the lawyer, which is, Chan, out of nowhere, paying attention to when he was visiting Merkovich and shit like that. Like, what is her motive to even be doing that shit? That's what I'm saying. Like, why? It almost as if she's looking for somebody else to pin some of these events on in order to distract them to go away from Tommy, right? So here's what she told Bobby when they were kind of in the private, because her whole thing, because this is after Stacy is already gone. She wants to make Bobby believe it's someone else instead of Tommy.
Surveillance footage of Merkovich meeting with a lawyer right before he got killed.
And?
The lawyer? He doesn't exist.
What do you mean he doesn't exist?
I pulled the visitor logs. The name doesn't match anyone in the Illinois bar, or any other state bar for that matter.
Does he have a criminal history?
Nothing.
And you think he had something to do with Merkovich's death?
If the Marquez cartel killed Merkovich and Claudia, then maybe they had something to do with Stacy's death. I know you don't think this looks like a cartel hit, but she did arrest Ortega's cousin for killing Claudia and called them out publicly for it.
What does Simon think about all this?
He's in with Vic.
So Here's yet another attempt by your girl Stacy. I mean, by your girl Katrina, trying to get Bobby to look at another direction. Look at how many times. Like, I wish Ronald was in this chat because I remember when I first brought this up, Ronald was saying it looks like to him she's just doing her job. Look at how many attempts she's making to try and make him believe, look, this is the Marquez. This isn't Tommy. Look at another suspect. But yet, Bobby, since he already knew the information that Stacy gave him prior to her death, he still fixated on, nah, this was Tommy, which obviously we know is the correct pick. And shit, to be quite frankly, I believe she knows that's the right pick as well, but she don't give a damn. Why? Because she's invested in the best interest of Tommy Egan. And here's the last and final image that we have with her going all out to make sure Tommy is protected, people.
The Tommy Egan got to Stacy. Vic gave me a statement to that effect. Look, Bobby,
First, I want y'all to just pay attention to the beginning. As soon as Bill is saying you were right, that Tommy got to Stacy, look at Katrina's face once he said that shit.
The Tommy Egan got to Stacy. Vic gave me a statement
Look at
to that
her.
effect. Look, Bobby, I can't keep the lid on this anymore.
What difference does it make? Let's just get Egan.
Vic's statement gives motive, but
She
there's
don't
no
like this
usable
shit.
evidence from the crime scene. We don't have enough for an arrest yet.
You can't go after Egan.
Thanks.
Now, Bill has left. This is the scene when it's just her and Bobby. And she just like, you know what, fuck it. I've been trying to tell your little glass to look at other suspects. But now I'm just gonna force my will on you because you're doing too much of this lad, nigga. She's just gonna straight up tell him now.
Egan,
Thanks for the warning.
if you are anywhere near the investigation into Tommy Egan, you're gonna help defense counsel walk him out the fucking door.
So what am I supposed to do? Nothing? Christ almighty.
The guy in the jail video with Merkovic, I ran his face through the city's facial recognition database. He's been in and out of the Tortoise Club for the past few weeks.
So
Here's another thing. How the fuck does she know this information? This shit is crazy, bro.
what?
So, if we can build a case against Egan for killing Stacy, the defense will argue alternate suspects. And they'll float the same theory that I had, that the Marquez cartel was behind it. They'll point their finger at the guy in the video.
There go the Marquez cartel again. So I'm telling you guys, if she's not working for Ghost or Tommy directly, she's working for Che. Because she's invested in making sure that the shit lands on the goddamn Marquez cartel.
Exclude him as a suspect. Let me make this easy for you. If you go anywhere near Egan, I will slap the cuffs on you myself for interfering with a federal investigation. Don't fuck this up.
You were right.
And after she said that, right, more so that last little clip that we just seen, when she did that one, it reminded me of another thing that we have already seen in OG Power. That scene that I am speaking of is the scene from none other than 1 second, last second. Let me try to get it to load up. Hold on, where's the other one? Yeah. So
You were told to leave James St. Patrick alone, but you didn't listen.
that's not the first one I want to show y'all, but that one is part of it. But anyways, sure y'all figured out the person that she reminds me of to a degree is Stephen Ott. Stephen Ott had them same talking points as she has right
You were
now
told
this
to
season.
leave James St. Patrick alone, but you didn't.
The fuck? The same damn clip. Hold up.
I'm used to being rejected after someone's gotten a good look at me. Jacob Warner, U.S. attorney with his sights set on Congress.
I'm sorry. You are?
Stephen Ott, Democratic Party. We heard Angela Valdez's body was exhumed, and you signed the order. Isn't that case closed?
Mr. Ott, the general policy of this office is not to comment upon such matters. That said, there is some new evidence.
Oh, maybe I wasn't clear. That case is closed. James St. Patrick is property of the Democratic Party now. You need to stop whatever it is you're doing.
So this is Stephen Ott basically releasing his power on Jacob, letting him know this is his warning to leave that shit alone that he's doing with this investigation. This is shortly after, he had dug up Angela's body in order to get that phone in order to gain more criminal information to try and prosecute James St. Patrick, right? And Stephen Ott came in and told him, hey, look, nigga, stop doing that shit or we're going to cook your ass. And of course, Jacob didn't take heed. So he had to feel the full power of Stephen Ott.
You were told to leave James St. Patrick alone, but you didn't listen.
I beg your pardon.
You should know better than to go against the Democratic Party.
It seems to me that St. Patrick's death proves that the Justice Department was right to pursue that arrest warrant.
Yeah, unfortunately for you, the powers that be don't see it that way.
It seems like the Democratic Party wants to squash the truth about James St. Patrick. Imagine if the voting public were to learn about that.
That's not how this works. You're in over your head, Jacob. But hey, look, you had a good run, right? I mean, at least you're getting out alive.
I'm far from done here.
That's what you think.
Well, you can't fire me.
The call's coming. If I were you, I'd start packing my things.
Get the fuck out of here.
Ooh,
There it is. So, as we know, the phone rung, and then next thing we know, the next scene we seen Jacob gathering his things, and they was removing his name tag off the wall, right? That's how powerful this dude Stephen Ott is. And what I'm saying is this girl Katrina is giving me some Stephen Ott energy type energy as well. She's basically like she told him, Bobby, to leave that shit alone. She's already threatened him and told him what she would do if he was to pursue this. So what we have to wait to see in this next episode, if we see a moment where Bobby is still pursuing this and Katrina comes to comfort him, maybe try to get him arrested or something like that, we already know what's up, people. Get ready. Because we've already seen this story before. Now, like I said, it could be some kind of connection to the Democrats or something like that. And I know DeMarcus Glass is up in here talking about she's eternal affairs or whatever he's saying. I already know you in here. You don't say that somewhere in there. But what I'm saying is that I believe she might have a little bit more power than you think she does. Because This shit is very, very fucking fishy. So, could she be possibly linked to? Because this is my thing with Tommy having this kind of federal protection. Somebody has to put him in place. And obviously, Tommy didn't have connections with the political royal like that. Ghost did. So, who else would be invested into Tommy's whereabouts other than Ghost? It makes sense. Now, ugly ass niggas gonna be in here saying no because y'all ugly as hell, but it's all good. I'm just trying to show y'all the connection that it's something up with this damn lady. But let me go ahead and now take a look at some of these clips. I mean, some of these comments and see what y'all saying up in here. Let's see. All right. Damn, it's actually a lot of comments. I'm probably not gonna cover all of them. I'm gonna read through some of them. Yo would be Tommy and Tariq next out. Stop it, nigga. Yo or Mahoney will be Tommy and Tariq next out. Yeah. Becky, Detective Delgado is in China. I knew your glass said it in there. Tommy called in a favor to law enforcement. Somebody called the police. We know good damn well the nigga's not calling Tasha. Stop it. I think that's why he said in the interview, Tail goes to pick up his phone. Oh shit, that's kind of crazy that I didn't think about it like that, Sean. But hey, you just never know. And here's another thing. Getting how Aaliyah pointed this out, and I absolutely agree with him. What he said is, because if you saw that interview with Tommy and Gary Lennon, they were saying, Amari, pick up your phone. We need you, buddy. I think that is a little disrespectful too. If they know he's not coming back to the show, like to be misleading people and telling them to come on to Amari, we need you, but Amari, we need you, buddy, and stuff like that, knowing that he isn't. And here's another thing I will point out. If you guys pay attention to Amari's character, Amari is the type that will speak out. He's not going to just stay silent. So if they're using his image, using his name like that to try to draw in views, he's going to release something saying in the nature that, how they're doing that, like misleading people or something. He's going to definitely put out a dog whistle or something like that, a whistleblower to let you know, hey, these folks just using my name for views. He gonna say something to let the fans know this is some bullshit. He hasn't said anything. So it could just be that it's planned for him to come back, people. It might be time. Because I know if I'm Amari, I would feel disrespected. You constantly using me, using my name, knowing good damn well you're not giving me a check. But you're using my name to promote your damn show. It's all good, Brandon. You on the list. Don't worry. Or maybe Gels isn't coming back because IMDb can be edited. We understand that. Trust me, I understand that more than any of y'all. I don't give a damn either, though. Hold on, Stay Flyers. You on the damn list? Why you talking all that damn shit right here? Let me check this shit. Somebody done told him wrong. Hell nah, you ain't on the list. You on here now, though. Remember that James St. Patrick left Kate an envelope also. Right. She absolutely did. He said, this is a terrible theory. The last time Tommy saw Ghost, he was in the club trying to kill him. Remember, that's not true. He saw him when he was on the ground. So how was he the last time he saw him? He was in the club trying to kill him. Also, he gave him an envelope. So what are you talking about? "50 misleads y'all because y'all fall for the okie doke. Just like this isn't the first time Ghost was listening." Yeah, we understand that. Trust me, I know that. They should recreate that scene with Tasha shooting Ghost, but it's Diana or Elfie shooting Tariq in the time scale. Y'all like to mislead people with bogus information. I wouldn't mind recreating some scenes with Effie and Diana. Is he calling both? I mean, like I said, actually, if we had to take this to Vegas, I would cast my money in that he's calling Tariq. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wonder if a leak of episode 10 dropped. Well, thus far, I haven't heard anything about it. But you best believe if it do, I'm gonna be all over it. It's ironic that Detective Hartwood was missing and her name is similar to Amari Hartwood. That is crazy, right? That is kind of crazy. Once sports is over, let's do a Dre topic because dude was a piece of work. On God, he was, no doubt. She definitely was making sure to steer everything away from Tommy. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Clarissa Harwood is working undercover and similar to Amari Harwood. Yeah, the dude who housed it, yeah, Gabriel Ortega. Appreciate that. What if Liliana had a sister? He said, I'm reaching my ass out. Since we up so early, y'all want some breakfast. All y'all motherfuckers in this chat is crazy. Why can't y'all be normal motherfuckers? Why y'all so damn weird? What is he talking about? You trying to convince people that Katrina Delgado is nothing like Stephen Knight. I knew you would be in here hating. Like, if ain't nobody else up in here doing it, it's gonna be you. Who is Tommy's lawyer? So Tommy's lawyer is some Asian lady. I forgot her name, but it's an Asian lady. Delgado is working alongside with Blanca and DEA investigation. They are not protecting Tommy. They are protecting their investigation against Tommy. If Bobby interferes now, it fucks everything up. See, that's the same thing that Ronald tried to say, but we'll see. Yeah, that's her name, Jenny Sue. They never did protect say her. Hold on. To my knowledge, I don't think they ever stated her position. I wonder where they got that from. Yo ain't showing up. That nigga know that. The Stephen I equivalent in force was the woman back in Stacy's campaign, not Delgado. What woman back in Stacy? You talking about? She's nothing like Stephen I. She was more so like, no, she's nothing like Stephen I. She was closer to like Ramona than she was Stephen I. If my list keep talking to Marcus, you're gonna jump on it. If he don't show up, then what? Then I'm gonna say he's showing up in Legacy. I don't told you folks this. I can't lose in this situation, but you best believe he do show up. I'm cooking. What else? What else? Ghost is alive. Any chance we see Tate in the next episode? Ghost and Tate chemistry unmatched. I seriously doubt Tate shows up. It doesn't make any sense for him to show up. It might make more sense to you for him to call Tommy or Tasha, but I can guarantee you he isn't. But anyways, though, like I wasn't gonna be on here too long. Anyways, I just wanted to do. I had to do a live for this because, like I said, I did a video on this shit, but my audio was out, and I was mad as hell about it. So I had to do it separately. But before we're gonna go ahead and go on down to the best of